Hey community, Amir here, and I've prepared another short demo for you where I'm going to synchronize the Salesforce Agile Accelerator environment with Azure DevOps. So this is my Azure DevOps environment where you can see I have a couple of user stories set it up. These user stories are already synchronized to Salesforce, so I can see it here. And on the other hand, I have here Salesforce, where I have a couple of user stories and bugs available. The bugs have been synchronized to another tool called ALM Octane, but in this video, I'm going to focus on the user story synchronization. So let's create a new user story on, let's start with ADO. So Azure DevOps, and we are going to create a new user story. So let's say this is issue to be sent to Salesforce, and let's tag it with demo. So we have demo in the front, and the description will be description, let's say exactly demo, and I have a user assigned. So it is a real-time integration. So the moment I press on save, it will create a user story on Salesforce side. So you see, I have saved the user story in Azure DevOps, and in Salesforce, I can see here a new user story has been created. Let me quickly refresh. So you can see here, demo issue to be sent to Salesforce. And when I go on this demo issue, what you see in Salesforce is also the ID. So you see the ADO ID, which is 13, and you see the link. So I can use this link to directly jump to the user story on Azure DevOps side. So let's now go back and create a user story in Salesforce, which is quite simple. So I select a user story and Salesforce user story, story description, and I add a couple of Salesforce specific fields. So let me add those. This should be fine. Save. And again, this story will now be created in Azure DevOps. So you can see here, it has already a link and the ID from Azure DevOps. So when I click on this link, it should open the user story in Azure DevOps. So now the next thing would be to synchronize Azure DevOps with Salesforce. So I can use this user story directly here. You can see it's status new, and this user story has the status to do on ADO side. So let's change it in Salesforce from new to in progress. And immediately, let's click on this link. It is changed into state doing. And the moment I click here on done, this story should be closed in Salesforce. So let's take a look. Need to refresh, of course. Here you can see the status has been updated to closed, and this is exactly the status which I have here in Azure DevOps. Now, that was it. Thanks a lot.